I'm going to show you how to install a Windows 7 or Windows 8 on a 3 terabyte hard drive. As you can see, I installed Windows on 3 terabyte hard drive. All my program files, all that crap, right there. Okay. There are a couple of requirements, however. They might actually get in the way of some of you guys. First, you need UEFI enabled motherboard. Okay, you need that. Without it, you won't be able to do this. You're going to need a DVD burner or reader, whatever you want to call it. It's the thing that you put the CD into your computer to play movies, games, all that kind of stuff. Or a bootable USB. Those have to be at least 4 gigabytes. Okay. And if you want to know how to actually make a bootable USB, there are tons of guides on Google for this. It's actually very easy to do, come to think of it. So I won't be explaining in this video because I want to explain, and I don't want to take up your time, the most difficult part of this, which is getting Windows 7 to install correctly, or Windows 8, on a hard drive and actually read all 3 terabytes. I know it doesn't say 3 terabytes here. You can Google as to why that happens. But usually when you install Windows 7, it only reads 2.2, and that's because of the format, the layout, I should say, of the hard drive. It has to be in GPT, and in order to install Windows with on a GPT hard drive, you need the UEFI enabled motherboard. That's exactly the reason why you need this kind of motherboard. They're actually pretty common nowadays. Back then they weren't so common, so if your motherboard's a little dated, I would check to make sure. If you don't know what your motherboard brand is and you have no idea, I would install CPU-Z. It tells you your motherboard model and manufacturer. As you can see, mine's a BioStar TA970. If you Google that, it should come up with a manufacturer's manual, and you should be able to know right away. It's not difficult if it's a UEFI or not. And if you still don't know, just Google your motherboard, ask around in forums, and you'll figure it out. Anyway, the most important piece of software that you're going to actually need is Seagate Disk Wizard. Now, Seagate is a manufacturer of hard drives and other types of stuff for computers. Western Digital, which also makes hard drives, also has a program like this. It doesn't matter really which program you use, it'll still read all the hard drives. As you can see, this is a Western Digital hard drive, and this is a Seagate hard drive. This one is a Seagate hard drive. This is the one that's 3 terabytes. As you can see, the Western Digital, it read it just fine, even though this is the Seagate Disk Wizard. It really doesn't matter. Now, you're also going to need a hard drive that boots Windows in order to run this program. That also might catch some of you. I haven't been able to exactly do it without a bootable hard drive, because sometimes when you get sent a hard drive, a 3 terabyte hard drive, it's in the wrong layout. I'll show you what that means. So it doesn't matter which one you select. Make sure you select the 3 terabyte hard drive and click next. It doesn't matter if it's empty or you just installed it. It doesn't matter. It'll still read it. You click on the 3 terabyte hard drive and you say next and then OK. Don't worry about it. Just say OK. This is what I was talking about, the GPT layout. Some of the 3 terabyte hard drives don't come in this layout. They come in this layout. And then when you install Windows 7 on it, it really makes you mad because you're not using all 3 terabytes. It comes up as 2.2 sometimes. Mine doesn't do that because I did it correctly, but some hard drives aren't formatted correctly and they come up in 2.2. So it's just having a bootable Windows hard drive already, like I do right here. This is the one that I'm booting off of. I actually have it installed on both, but I'm booting off this one just to show you an example. You would select GPT layout. Make sure you selected the 3 terabyte hard drive. You don't want to format your own hard drive. And then you click next. And it's going to say unallocated. That's fine. Don't touch anything. Just click next. Now I'm not going to click next because I have certain things on this hard drive already installed, so I don't want to delete anything or partition anything. But you, after selecting the GPT layout, you would say next, and a dialog will appear either saying successful or this action requires a restart. Either way, it'll still work. Don't worry. Just follow the directions and you'll be fine. After you formatted your 3 terabyte hard drive in the GPT layout, you are ready for the next step, actually. Um, you are going to shut down your computer and you are going to try to boot the Windows installation, either disk, the blank disk that you burned the image on, or your Windows installation disk, or even your USB. You're going to try to boot that in UEFI mode, and that's why you need that kind of motherboard. And I'll show you that